Welcome to the European Parliamentary Research Service podcasts.
In this podcast, we'll talk about the new General Product Safety Regulation with which the EU wants to address challenges linked to new technologies and online sales. Stay with us.
The EU single market is one of the safest markets in the world. This is thanks to the strict rules and conditions for products to be placed in this market and the controls to prevent abuse and fraud.
And yet, too many unsafe products still reach consumers. And accidents due to unsafe products cost European consumers about €11.5 billion per year.
According to SafetyGate's 2020 annual report, about 25% of all notifications of dangerous products made by national market surveillance authorities concerned products sold online, while at least 62% concerned products coming from outside the EU and the European Economic Area.
Currently, the main pillar ensuring the safety of non-food products sold in the EU is the General Product Safety Directive. Most of its provisions apply to non-harmonized products, such as furniture or clothes, whose technical or other characteristics are not covered by EU harmonizing legislation. But the directive also acts as a safety net for harmonized products.
It lays down requirements for producers, importers and distributors, as well as rules for market surveillance and enforcement by national authorities. The directive also provides for a rapid alert system between member states and the Commission in case of dangerous products that present a serious risk to consumers.
But markets change fast, and the rules were becoming outdated. Eckhard Binder works for the European Parliamentary Research Service.
In the 20 years since the adoption of the current directive, we have seen a rapid growth of online shopping and the rise of new technologies, such as AI and connected devices. However, it's not clear whether the directive covers such technologies. It also does not place clear obligations regarding product safety on online marketplaces. The Commission's impact assessment has identified some additional problems: ineffective product recalls and complex rules for market surveillance that the national authorities need to follow. So, for instance, they have to follow different rules and have different powers depending on whether a product falls under EU harmonization legislation or not.
To better respond to the challenges linked to new technologies and ensure that all products sold online or in a traditional brick-and-mortar shop are safe, the European Commission came up in June 2021 with a proposal to modernize the current rules on product safety. Now, what would change? Here's Eckhard Binder.
The proposal seeks to address the challenges of product safety of emerging technologies and to establish clear obligations for online marketplaces, which consumers increasingly use for their online purchases. It also aims to ensure greater consistency between harmonized and non-harmonized products. For instance, it would create a single set of market surveillance rules for both harmonized and non-harmonized products, including by aligning the provisions of the market surveillance regulation, and would improve the effectiveness of product recalls.
Non-harmonized products, where neither manufacturers nor distributors are established in the European Union, could be sold on the EU market only if there is a person responsible for the product in the Union.
The proposal would also clarify consumer remedies and harmonize maximum penalties for infringements. So, what do stakeholders think about it?
European consumer organizations, such as BEUC, see it as a step in the right direction and want the roles and responsibilities of online marketplaces to be clearly defined. Business organizations, on the other hand, argue that while a revision of the existing rules is necessary, the solution is better enforcement.
European product makers are also concerned about the unfair competition they face from non-compliant products entering the internal market from third countries, where safety rules and controls are somewhat laxer.
Digital players also warned that new obligations on online marketplaces should be proportionate and not create barriers to the digitalization of Europe's economy, nor hinder innovation.
So, where's the file sitting now? Eckhard Binder.
In the European Parliament, the file has been referred to the Committee on the Internal Market and Consumer Protection. And in the Council of Ministers, work has started in the Working Party on Consumer Protection and Information. Both the Parliament and the Council will propose amendments and will then have to agree on a final text so that the law can be adopted.
Want to know more? Check out Nicolina Sargent's briefing on the EPRS website.
This is a European Parliamentary Research Service podcast.
Thanks for listening.